Welcome to Thurston, 4.5 miles east of Bury St Edmunds. Back in the late 50s and early 60s, this was a busy station, as our model will show. And now it's time for a brief history about the prototype. The line received royal assent in July 1845 and the very first train ran in November 1846. Frederick Barnes of Ipswich was the architect for the station buildings. When originally built, the main station building did in fact have Dutch gable ends. These were rebuilt by the LNER. You can see the original gable ends on this old photograph. In fact, the model of the station building took myself, Andy Wilkinson, 4 years to build, and the club members have never allowed me to forget it. At an exhibition, it's not very easy for the public to see the model of the main station building, but of course you can see it easily here on this DVD. This old photograph shows a hunt scene outside the Fox and Hounds more than 50 years ago. We have recreated this scene on the model for historical context. John Mitchell built the fine models of the railway cottages and the adjacent bakery. Note the details in the gardens and the garden sheds. Although in real life Thurston Station is on a straight bit of track, we did in fact have to put it on a slight curve on the model in order to be able to fit it in a reasonable size. This view, taken by Chris Turnbull in 1970, shows the granary from the station approach, and two further views show just how complicated this building was. It took Keith Barker 2 years, with help from Martin Spence, to recreate this granary on the model. Of course, the signal box has long gone. Up station building was demolished around 1965. With only 2 old photographs to go on, it took Andy Wilkinson just 2 years to build this one. With a little push. So what of Thurston today? Here is the rail overbridge at the western, that is the Bury, end of the station, with the Fox and Hounds beyond. As you can see from Derek Buck's model of it, there was much less paint on it in the 1950s. The Rowingman's cottages were built around 1860 and are of clunch construction. Here is the former bakery with its newer extension. And of course, the pub, with a more modern building adjacent. One can get a fine view of the cottages and their beautiful chimneys from the end of the platform near the bridge. The cottage chimneys do in fact match those of the pub opposite. It all makes for a very attractive village scene. Records show that in 1850 an inquest was held in this pub into the deaths of the station masters of Thurston and Bury St Edmunds. They were both killed when seated facing rearwards on the roof of a train as it went under the nearby Jannings Bridge. In the last 10 years, 2 blocks of flats have appeared in the station grounds. Fortunately, this beautiful station still retains a stopping train service. The station building itself, although no longer used for railway use, has in fact been renovated. It's now the home for a printing company. It's a fine building with many superb architectural features. This is the view up towards Bury, and here down towards Warley Junction and Ipswich. Since Harold Clark's ownership in the 1940s and 50s, the granary has changed a lot. However, even today you can still view the rail access archway in the middle of the building.